Hey, welcome back to the channel. My name is Eric, and if you didn't know, what our channel does is we kind of do reviews on tools, what's new, what it'd be nice to have, what you don't need to have. But one of the things that, well, let's get into tool talk, and I'll see you in just a bit. Alright, so the first thing I wanted to announce or talk about is, I believe it's you, Jason, and Travis. I'm going to curse you right now that you guys recommended getting better lighting. I'll tell you, it's like night and day. What I end up doing, and I'll be honest with you, over on Amazon, I found these LED lights, and it was a 10-pack for $89, free shipping. A 10-pack. The old conventional lights that we have are around 22 to 24, and that doesn't cover the bulbs. You have to buy the bulbs also. So this is one of the best things that I've done, is to invest in these. I think I'm going to get a few more because I'm going to get rid of the old lighting, the old fluorescent, and go with the LED. The good is it lights up everything beautifully. The bad is you can see how dirty it really is. So now I gotta freaking clean this place up. Before, I didn't really notice it that much with it being dark, Sometimes dark is a plus. But Claude's not gonna like me either, because I've been putting up, today's Saturday, I've been putting up the new ones out in his bays too. And that puppy needs to get his bay cleaned up. We can't have, disorganization everywhere. We're going to have to do like a spring cleaning midwinter. How's that sound? All right. So if any of you guys are interested in acquiring these bulbs, I simply just typed in LED on Amazon, and they actually had similar ones on eBay, but they were actually more money. So I went ahead and I ordered through Amazon. I have Amazon Prime anyways, but it was like 3 days or 4 days when I ordered it, and they came in yesterday afternoon, FedEx. Alright, so we're going to continue on with tool talk. And tool talk, today we're going to talk about getting into the bigger sizes, alright? Now, depending upon what you're working on, that's the key, is whether you need some of these tools or not. With us, we work on farm tractors, and they have some pretty good size lug nuts. You got to go heavier duty than a 1/2-inch drive, but I'll get into that in just a minute. I did find this set that I've had for a long time. I don't even see them around anymore. But this is a Craftsman set, and it's called a grip driver that they put out. And you can simply you can reverse it either way like this, and you put in whatever bit you want. You can put in, a Phillips regular, all these different ones. And then just take and put your thumb right there, and you can just turn it, and you can hear it ratcheting in there. Or you can use it as a straight, where you can do it like this. So if you happen to see one of these out and about, they're handy as heck. I mean, I've had this set for a long, long time. I want to say 25 years. 24 years. Alright, and I also found, I believe, this set came from Tractor Supply. But it's a handy little set, you know, for you guys that are just starting out. It's got an 18-piece 3/8 drive. You've got your ratchet, you've got your extension, and then you have your sockets. You have 8mm to 15 on this side, and you have 3/8 all the way up to 13/16 on this side. But snaps in place. You could hang it on the wall if you want. I can bring it in for a close-up, or I can just use the GoPro later on. But this is what the set looks like. I know she's a little bit dirty. She's been up in my garage, and I'm probably going to gift this to one of my grandsons. The other thing that's nice to have is a benzomatic torch head, and we use tanks on these. And where do they come in handy? If you ever get into, you know, when we do electrical with the 12-volt systems, we tend to solder our ends versus trying to crimp them. I want to make sure it's got a good hold on it. And so what we do is we just use that along with, this has got an acid core, and you simply heat the area up and you just keep melting that in, and it will fill that where the connection is, and you don't get a lot of the rust and corrosion with solder that you do with just crimping. And these can be found just about anywhere. The tanks are the small green ones. And again, those can be found just about anywhere. Now this set is just common, all your bits and stuff. This is a DeWalt set that I bought at Lowe's. You know, it's got all the different ones. You know, you can get a set like this that you can just about cover all your bases as well, and it gets a nice carrying case so that you can tuck it away, and you can actually label it what it is so that you're not opening it to see. Because DeWalt, with boxes this size, I've got the Sawzall blades that are this size for the jigsaw, and drill bits, same box. So a lot of times it's best to label the box or put it where you know what it's going to be. So that brings us to wire. What I don't have right now, Claude's got it out there, but this is mine, is it pays to have some different colored wire. And a lot of times we run the 14 gauge, sometimes down to 12, but 14 is probably your average. And just simply, the reason I like different colors is I like to have red is hot and either white or black is ground when you're wiring stuff up. But I got these at CarQuest. You can get these at Walmart. I think Harbor Freight has them as well. You know, we've got the big rolls out there that we've had to rewire trailers and everything else. Alright, so now the big boys. Come on. This set here is 3/4 inch, but it's SAE, and it starts off at 7/8 for the smallest, but it takes us right up through to 2 inch for sockets. And with us, since we work on farm equipment, a lot of times this comes into handy. And this one here I bought a while ago, and this here because I wanted to have the metric set. These sets are basically, if you look at them side by side, you'll notice that your ratchet, your extension, and your breaker bar are all the same. But this one here starts out at a 19 and goes all the way up to a 50 millimeters. Again, this isn't, for most of you guys that are repairing stuff out in the shop, you're probably not going to need this, but I use these a lot. If I'm working on my Deutz tractors, most of it is metric, okay? A lot of the John Deeres that are coming through, I've got 4 John Deere tractors. I've got 2 John Deere round balers. Most of their stuff is metric. So I have a set of each, and I keep them right in the case. And the reason I keep them in the case is a lot of times I have to take them to the job that we're working on. Whether it's trying to get a tire off that is gone flat, this is what we use. Again, you don't need these sets. Both of these sets were purchased through Harbor Freight. I can just imagine if you try going and buying just this 50 millimeter socket anywhere else, how much it sets you back. Because I was in Tractor Supply day before yesterday, and I was looking at my set of sockets where I was missing, because there's certain ones that are, they don't come with a set because you hardly would ever use it. It's a specialty socket. But Tractor Supply, for like the one socket that I was looking for was $18 all by itself. And I'm thinking, you know, for another 17, 18 bucks, you can buy the complete set, but it doesn't come with that socket. Alright, so I hope you've had fun with this. Again, these are Pittsburgh 20-piece metric, 20-piece SAE jumbo 3/4 inch drive sockets. So on that note, and also it's good to have some electrician's tape because you're constantly taping things up. Now what I also wanted to show you, I think you can see it, is I brought down my Lawson cabinets, and they were in my garage, and I thought, well, I might better bring them down here where I can use them, you know, to put stuff in it. Like this here is electrical. These are files, slotted head screws, which I'm probably gonna change this up because the stuff in here we hardly ever use, and have it something more along the lines of what we would use. See, these used to be sold to like auto shops and stuff like that, and you had a guy come around once a month, look through your kit and see what you were lacking, and then add that in. So I thought I'd show you guys some of the updates that I've done since the last video. What I ended up doing was I cut these cases so that they fit in perfect. I showed you these kits that were $24.95. This is metric and SAE, and then I've got the grip set, 1/2 inch SAE. Because what I was looking at doing was trying to fill these oddballs. And this is an up close to the one from Tractor Supply. And then Lawson, I like the boxes because they're easy to put stuff in. But we're gonna have to go through these, figure out what I want to keep in it and what I don't. And this is a lot of just the wiring stuff. So isn't this whole box. It's all just wiring stuff. When I brought my Hobart gloves down, I've got another set of welding gloves there. Ring compressor, brought that down. And then two vices that I bought at auctions. I'm gonna set these up on one there and one over there. And then I got this half-horse grinder that I bought at the same auction that I bought the vices at, so I'm going to mount that so it's a solid and I can use that quite a bit. The only thing is it's missing some of the safety features, and I may look up online to see if I can or build something of our own. Alright, we'll catch you on the next video.